to know your client. Okay? We're gonna cover these stuff. It's really, really basic stuff, but it's very, very important. Okay? So, here we go. Let's look at this scenario. I'm gonna answer this one and deal with this real life situation, and then you give me a situation, we'll deal with this real life situation. So, okay. So now, let's go. First things first, let's look at this stuff. The first thing was the listing.
Yeah.
Let's break everything down.
Yeah.
You got the listing info, right? The listing info, you got it for 250K, right?
240K.
240K, right? But it was 260K.
Yes.
Okay, that's the first thing. Okay. The second thing that you did was you got him to agree, right?
Yeah.
You got him to agree after you gave him information, right?
Yeah.
Right? And the third thing was he disappeared. Right? Are we correct?
Yes.
This is how it happened. So, first things first, let's break everything down so we can understand what you did right and what you did wrong. First things first is this stuff. You started listing it off, right? And you listed it for the wrong price. Now, you always have to confirm the pricing. And the reason why you need to confirm the pricing is for two reasons. You might have seen a listing, right? And found out, now we're talking strictly leasing right now. We're not talking about the sales stuff. You might see a listing right now that you know is an open listing. It's not under exclusive, right? It's through the management. For example, I'll give you an example. All three of us have access to Mahin, right? Mahin has a 5-bedroom available. We know he will take 245. I listed for 250. You listed for 255. You listed for 260, right? All of us all have access, so we put a little something on it because we have access to him. If the next real estate broker looks at just your listing, and my listing, he gets an incomplete picture of what the listing is. Why? Because he's not to the source. So the first thing you need to do before you put any listing up is you need to call who? You need to call the management company. You need to call the owner of the property. You need to, this is the first thing that you need to do. And then you need to understand. Why do you need to call them? Because they can also give you some information about this place. They can tell you, hey, the reason why I'm listing this place is because it's brand new, or I just changed this and I did this and I did this and I did this. This is information that when I take this now and I'm speaking to my client, I'm like, listen, I'm showing you a place, it's this, but guess what? It has brand new this, they just did a new kitchen, they just moved. These are things that help bolster what you need to do. So the first thing we need to do is basically confirm this. If we had confirmed this right off the bat, we would have known two things. Would have known there was another listing at a different price, which we could have used to attract people to, right? And we would have known the proper price. Second thing, you got him to agree after you gave the information. I'm gonna tell you what you did right and what you did wrong. What you did right was fantastic. You found out from them, this is the pricing, they have another deal. You got them to say if your client can make this deal, he can do this deal. So what did you do? You leveraged the information that you had to make the client to make a decision, right?
Yes.
Only one mistake that you made is you never knew who your buyer was. Okay? You never knew who your buyer was. This is what I mean by who your buyer is. Okay. First things first. Your buyer, who is he? What does your buyer do? Who is he? He's a local. What does he do? How? Does he run a business? Or does he work somewhere? This is information you need to know, right? Okay. Is he getting this place for himself? Is he getting this place for someone? Maybe he's a married man, he has a girlfriend on the side with some kids. This is why he's getting this place. Is it his primary residence? If you got to know your buyer, you would have known that you would have known when he wanted to rent. Hey, I'm looking right now, but I'm gonna rent in 3 months. This way you would have never burned yourself with the management company, because now the management company, next time you call up, they're like, hey, listen, we rescinded an offer, we missed the offer because of your guy ran away and stuff like that. So this is about understanding your stuff. So the first thing you need to do is you need to understand your buyer. You understand? Why is he renting? What is he renting? Why does he need these 5 bedrooms? But how do you get this information? I cannot just meet you right now and tell you, hey, hi, my name is Bilal and stuff like this. What do you work? No, you're interrogating the person. It doesn't work like that, right? So how do you as a real estate professional get this information, right? How do I get this information? It's called communication. So the first time that anybody meets you for real estate, they don't care about you. They don't know your name. All they see is a real estate person, real estate broker. Why? Because every other real estate person has contributed a negative mindset to what it is. And so when they see you, what happens? They think you're Mr. Real Estate. How do you change this mentality? Well, you change this mentality by finding something to connect with this customer. So, for example, I am the real estate broker and I just met you. I'm going to show you exactly how I will go about this stuff. Can you stand up, please? Hello, sir. What's the name again? Ahmed. It's an absolute pleasure. My name is Bilal. That's great. Before we start off, I just wanted to just let you know what we do is a little bit different. We try to find the right place for the right client. And so I just need to ask you a couple questions so I can really understand and bring you the right opportunities. Now, you were looking for a 4 or 5 bedroom. What was it, a 4 bedroom or 5 bedroom?
5 bedroom.
5 bedroom. You've got a large family?
Yes,
Large family. Okay, so this place is for your family. It's for your family. Okay. Where are you staying currently right now? Because I see you picked the Yas neighborhood. Are you staying in the Yas area? This is something you look to be in this area.
No, I was in Dubai. I relocated my work into Abu Dhabi, so I have to get my family also.
Okay, great. So that's something that you need. It's something that you need to do it like really, really. Okay. So you're looking. If we can get you the right place within a week, you can get this thing sorted out and get the family in and start eating food in your own house instead of staying at the hotel, right? Now, you see what I just did. In having a conversation. Okay. The easiest way for you to also do this, right, is when you meet this person, right? Talk with the person. Forget about the real estate. Talk with the person. Friendly. Okay, boom. This is another way to do it. Sorry, what's your name again? Ahmed. Okay. Ahmed, I'm great. Ahmed, I noticed a little accent. I hope you're not angry. Where are you from?
Egypt.
Oh my goodness, Egypt. Oh, Mohammed Salah. You like Mohammed Salah? Man, he's a awesome. I'm from New York City. Oh man, so great. So great. I see you're in shape. What do? You work out or you run or something like that? So what am I doing, right? I'm just finding something that I can connect with this person with. Once I connect with this person, I find something in common.
Yeah.
Once I connect with this person, at some point in time, the conversation, he is going to change the conversation. Like, okay, he's gotten comfortable enough for me. Now he's going to change it to business. So a lot of people make a lot of mistakes. They come with the business, the real estate. Like, for example, like if I'm coming, let's say this building right now is for sale, and I want to get the exclusive right to represent this building. Most people just come in with their stuff. They get in front of the person. Hey, this is our company. This is our div. They pitch the people when he's done. He's not right now until I break this ice with him. He does not see me. Sometimes what will happen is you'll start talking with the person and they will apologize to you. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. Why? Because they didn't, when you came up, they saw you as a real estate person. Now they find something that they can relate to you and they want to relate to you as a person. Then that is the time that you start speaking. You don't need a big time to pitch. You don't need a big time to catch their mind. You need the right time, and you get to the right time by finding something in common, something that you guys share in common. It could be sports, it could be life. Look at the way they dress, look at the way they're this, the way they carry themselves, these type of things. Some of them, it might be Islam, his religion. He might be a Christian, he might be a Hindu. You just need to have some type of conversations where you could have some type of conversations. Okay, so when you have that conversation, the first thing you do is you're collecting information. Why? Because this information, from this conversation, I found out, first thing I found out is he doesn't live in Dubai. He's coming from Dubai to Abu Dhabi. which means time is of the essence. Which means if I find him the right place, he's gonna get the place. Because his family's over there, he's waking up earlier in the morning, he has to drive down, he has to do so many things, right? Okay. The second thing that I found out is this place is primarily, I said you're looking for a 4 or a 5 bedroom. You understand? Most people at that point in time, you're gonna find out how many kids he has. Or maybe he has like family. It might not be kids, especially in this part of the world. You have Arabs, he can have 2 of his kids and he can have 3 of his brother's kids that he's raising in his house. It's the same as his. So now you know these type of situations and stuff like that. You understand? He could say, okay, good, a 4 bedroom could do because I have this. So you finding him a 5 bedroom at a 4 bedroom price, you can tell him, hey, listen, you needed 4 bedrooms. I've got you 4 bedrooms, but just in case you have a visitor, we have a 5th bedroom, it makes it more attractive for him at the same price of a 4 bedroom. This is an option he's definitely gonna come see. So, okay. And then the third thing that you did here, let's look at this. He disappeared. Now, in this case, you
Wait, sorry.
Yes.
I can ask him how UK what's your decision try to attract the conversation of him.
Yes. And then also here at this point, the reason why he disappeared was because you never confirmed anything. The number one problem, the number one failure, this is the number one failure in real estate. Number one failure is assumption. Do you know what this means? Assumption means to assume. You don't know. Oh, how much is this? Oh, I don't know. I think it's 5 dirham. This is the worst thing you can do on real estate. Because once you assume, real estate is based on facts. Okay? 2 types of buyers. You have your residential, and then you have your commercial. Okay, these are 2 different buyers, okay? But I want to explain what these buyers are. Now, a residential buyer, whether he is, what I mean a residential buyer, it could be someone for a lease, it can be someone for buying a place, okay? Do you know that 99.9% of everybody in the world, the most expensive purchase that they're going to make is their house, right? So what does that tell you? If you're going to buy a house, right, this is where you're going to live. If you're not married, this is where you're going to marry. If you're married, this is where you're going to have your kids. This is where your memories, these are where everything is going to occur for the rest of your life. So it's an emotional purchase, you understand? Whereas in a commercial transaction, there's no emotion. So if I want to buy this building right now, I don't have to like this area. I don't have to like this place. As long as the financials on this building can turn over 10% to me, it makes a fantastic, so I don't have to like the place. In the residential, there's no type of emotion involved in it. It is purely the numbers. So now that you know this, anytime you have somebody who is doing a residential stuff, you have to use this residential. You already know they're emotional about this stuff. You already know. So you need to find out the things that are important to this buyer. What is important? What is the most important thing? Is price the most important thing? Is the space the most important thing? Is the location the most important thing? You need to be able to put these as the 3 top priorities for this person. Okay, you know what? I'm dealing with this client. This price is the most important thing for him. You understand? So the price is number 1. So this guy, price is number 1, location is number 2, the place is number 3. This guy, no. He wants high ceilings. He doesn't care where the stuff is. He has to have a high ceilings. So you look for places that would have what? High ceilings. Because this is more important than the location. Or you might have someone who the location is more important. In that case, you need to look for more opportunities within this area that you can look. And when you present opportunities to a client, right? I'll tell you what I used to do. If somebody wanted to rent a place for 200,000, right? For 200,000, I would go and I would look for some options, about 3 options that are within his budget. You understand? I look for something that's within his budget, what he's looking for, and then I will look for something like 250, 260 that is out of his budget. The reason why I do this, right, is you want to give people the opportunity of what they do not know. You understand? Sometimes, see, oh, this is my budget, but he didn't know he'd be able to get a backyard or get a balcony or get this or get some additional feature in this place. That could be a value of him that he could now look and say, you know what, I can take this. So what I'll do is the 3 good options, I'll show them the 3 good options, and the last option that I show them, I'll tell them, it's like, listen, I know your budget was at 200,000. I'm going to show you something right now that is 60,000 out of your budget. The reason why I'm showing you this is because it has this, 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 and it has this. You understand? And then you go in and you go show them this stuff. If they like this stuff, even if you can just get 1,000 dirham off that price, you've been able to bump this person up, earn a higher commission, but most importantly, you've been able to do your fiduciary responsibility. You have a fiduciary responsibility. You have a responsibility to your buyer. If you represent the buyer, you have a responsibility to the buyer. If you represent the seller, you have a responsibility to the seller. A professional responsibility to meet their demands, to give them the right information, to make sure that every transaction you're entering into is a legal transaction. You understand? That's why they come to you. People do not pay. You know, nobody pays your commission. You earn your commission. The minute you understand that you earn a commission. So if you do a deal, the reason why you get paid is because you've offered some type of value, and this value has been quantified as a percentage of the sale. It could be 1%, 5%, 2%, whatever it is. Okay? So it's about you getting to a point where you can offer that service. If you offer a service, that service, you will earn your 2.5% or your 5% or whatever you charge of the stuff. Very, very simple. Okay, so we've dealt with your stuff. Now, ask me your question or a life situation you're working on and we can deal with it.
Yes.